everybody. Thank you for coming to my broadcast. Thank you so much for coming to my broadcast. I'm just trying to see if I can connect my fans all over the world. So just give me a minute. We're going to spend some time together. I'm trying to connect my fans all over the world. I hope I get everybody in. I'm trying to connect my fans all over the world. And for us to spend a good time together. Just give me 1 minute. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, I'm trying to connect. I want to make sure everybody's in because we don't want anybody to be left out. Thank you for coming, guys. Thank you for coming. I'm so happy to have you around. And I'm so happy to have you around. I'm pretty sure people are coming in. My fans are coming in. Everybody's important to me. Everybody's important when it comes to my business. I love people. Let me just say something to everybody that has just taken time to come to my broadcast. Everybody has issues. Just know, don't ever believe that your own problem is more than any other person's problem. Just have in mind that everybody on this earth, as long as you're on this earth, has issues, has their own problem. Jesus has his own problem. That's why he complained. He said, if I've been doing all this miracle, why can't you just at least value me for that miracle? Or value me for if you don't even value the words I'm saying. Because even when he spoke today, people didn't value it. He said, okay, why not just value me for the miracles or the wonders I've been doing? Even Jesus had an issue. There were people attacking him. People that goes to his program, crusade and all those things, they just went there to watch him and talk about him. They even call him that is worshiping Beelzebub. Why are you eating with the sinners and all those things? Even Jesus can have problem. That means everybody. I have an issue. You have your own issue. So when you live that kind of mindset that everybody has an issue, but it depends on how you control yourself. Some people can have issues, but they're still laughing. They're still playing. That is, they're able to control that situation. That is the mindset of winners. Winners are people who are able to take control of situations. They're calm. Like I read a book about this lady. I think this lady talks about where you can count whether 5 times or 1, 2, or whether she said from 3, 2, 1. You just remain calm. When things looks rough, it's time for you to calm down. And when you calm down, you'll find a solution. How do you find a solution? Because there's something that is being planted in human. That thing begins to speak to you when you calm. But when you are so worried, the solution runs away because you are so worried. But as a human, the way we're being created, there's something, this is what I discovered, there's something planted inside of us that only works when we are calm. It's just like somebody giving you a good slap. A good slap. And immediately you calm down. You discover you are the stronger person. But when you don't calm down, you retaliate. Sometimes you become the loser. Or somebody hurts you. You discover that, when that temperament is very important. Begin to operate on that level of controlling situations. Then you become a winner. You become the master of all things. Because as long as you are in this world, something will come around to be on your nerves. Do you understand? This is the psychology of life, I'm telling you. A lot of people have destroyed their destiny just because of just 1 second. Because they didn't control themselves, or control their temper, or control something. They just retaliate, they just follow that drive. And they now become losers. You don't want to be a loser, you want to be a winner. And winners are people who don't react stupidly. You take your time. Because the road to success is called journey. You are on a journey to success. And on that journey to success, it's very rough. Sometimes you see there's a lot of things you will stumble on. But when you operate in this aspect of, you take it easy. You see, the world of today, when you compare the world of today and the world of those days, people discover those days, the millennial, the people that are just on this age, they don't know what used to operate on that age. There was an age in which the humble rules the earth. The humble. The humble is always the control. But on this age, when you are humble, they say you are weak. No. The strength of a great man is when he's humble. By humility and the fear of God, is what we call you have life, riches, and honor. But the children of today don't understand what is humility. That is why a lot of them have lost their lives. You see people today, children of youthful age, 18, 20, they just lose their life for nothing. Sometimes because they don't understand the mystery or the power in humility. Do you understand what I'm telling you? That's why somebody will just get angry, take a gun and begin to shoot people. So they shoot innocent people who don't even have an issue with them. Because they don't understand that power in humility. That sometimes things will happen to teach you something. And you got to do what? You calm down. You breathe in and you breathe out. You remember that language where issue comes in, but just breathe in and out. Then you are in control. In every aspect of your life, whether it's a relationship, whether it's in business, in anything that comes, don't just think things will move smoothly. No. If things move smoothly, you will not learn a thing out of it. That is why wherever you are, let me put this for you. Wherever your hand findeth to do it well with all your mind, with all your strength, with everything you can do, just do it well. No matter how you have been despised or been rejected, just do it well. And just believe that the universal law will reward you. Don't find reward from people. You will not get reward from humans until the universal law sets in before human will now be attracted to you. But you just got to do the right thing. The right thing is whatever your hand find it to do. If it's to mop the floor, mop it well. Whatever you do, if it's to run, run very well. Whatever your hand find it to do it well. This is the secret of the winners. Do you understand? Begin to think. Whatever you're doing, you begin to think. If I do this, what will be the reward? If I pay back, what will be my gain and what will be the reward? What will I profit from it? What will I profit for taking somebody's life because the person hurts me? Well, what will I profit me for me to hit back somebody who hits me? What will I gain? Oh, people will say I'm weak. But you are the stronger one that acts reasonably. Do you understand? Do you get it? This is the aspect of life. People has made this mistake and are today in jail. Some people lose their lives because of their temper, because they can't control the situation that is around. Let me make you understand. When your time comes, you will see the promotion that will lead you to the top. It is possible. It is very, very possible to become a millionaire. I'm telling you the truth. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to become a millionaire or a billionaire. It's just when your time sets. If you are meant to become a billionaire and you pass through the strain and the pains of becoming a billionaire or a millionaire, it is not a small route. People who become millionaires and billionaires, they don't just jump into it. I'm making you understand. They pass through pains. Some of them has lost a lot before they get it. But what do you understand? When you are prepared, because some people are not prepared. You give them 1 million today, they just just ruin their life. I read a story about a guy who won lottery. This guy won lottery. He was a cleaner in one of this barber shop. The very time he won this money, he became so good to everybody. He begins to give out this money, give out money. He didn't know that thing he was doing would destroy him. Then I think with a girl, he met this girl who he's going to. They became friends. You can become friends. But that was the same girl who took his life after investigation. The investigation proves that girl took his life, and the girl, I think she's still in jail or something like that. I read a story about it. Then the guy who owns the barber shop said, if this guy didn't won this lottery, he would have still be alive till today. He was a good guy. He gives out money to people. He tries to do good. He just wants to live a better life. But still, somebody took his life in the name of friend. That was his girlfriend who took his life. A girl that just acts as if he's going to, take care of him. Did like this. He's going to become his financial this and that. Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. And that man went just like that. He was buried under a he was buried in a way that I don't know how to call that kind of gravel and everything. But then when investigation comes and they discover she did it, she was arrested. So to become a great person, you got to pass through a lot of preparation. The creator of the universe don't just give it out. He will train you to be able to withstand it, because there are people you give them even 1 million today, they just messed up and lose their life. That's why some people, after getting it, they become broke and then learn from it and then go back again. So your time will come. Calm down and begin to do what you can do. It doesn't matter where you are. When the time comes, I don't care. When the time comes, he will make all things beautiful in his time. You understand? When it comes, you will surprise that it just sometimes within an hour. Within an hour, you can become a millionaire or a billionaire within an hour if you are well prepared for it. So you got to be prepared. And these are the attitudes. The attitudes, you need to be calm. When you're calm, you begin to see the ideas will come. Because whatever that is in your subconscious mind matters a lot to lead you to greatness. What is in your subconscious mind? Because you got to clear off a lot of things. Because under the training, you see that you'll be trained on how to remain calm and release those fear away. So that when it enters your hand, you know how to use it. You see, some people, when the thing comes, they start spending it. They start, like a guy just bought about I saw a guy also who won lottery. He started buying cars. Is that not crazy? Begin to buy, he said that is what he loves. Begin to buy cars. That's why a lot of people who won the lottery, they become broke. Because they are not prepared for it. And when they see it, they become broke. That's why the best thing, when you win something like that, big money comes around you gotta lock yourself in the prison. You just go and surrender yourself. That they should lock you in the prison for 1 month so that you can stay there and think. Then you begin to know that you need to now look for a financial planner and all those things, that people to talk to you so that you'll be able to retain what you have. Look at all the people that are just stumbling into the money. You discover some of them wants to wear chain of 1 million or 2 million, chain that is so heavy in the neck that makes you look like a slave. Because when you put too much chain on your neck, your neck will be so heavy that you can't carry it. It's just like a girl that is putting on that type of wig that is so heavy. The wig will be dragging your head back. You're dragging your head. So you need to take medicine to kill off those headaches. Sometimes when they ask, they say, man, she will say, oh, this thing is too heavy. It's too heavy for me. Man, why did you put something that is so heavy on your head? Why are you punishing your soul? Because in your subconscious mind, you think that is what people like from you. Sometimes people even look at you and start laughing at you. Because you put those heavy things on your head that will be pushing you back. Ask those girls that used to put that kind of wig that drags their head back. Look, ask those men that put on those heavy chain. How do you put chain that is so heavy on your neck that will not make you walk like this? You understand? Look at the billionaires, the real guys. Look at Warren Buffett. He doesn't put chains filled up his neck. You got to learn something from some certain set of people. I don't know why we can't think. You look at people before you. You learn something from them. They even know how to play this game. How many times have you seen Warren Buffett put on a watch of $1 billion or $1 million? They can get it. If they want to put on that $1 million watch or $2 million, they don't do that. To them, it makes no sense to use $1 million to buy a watch. And even maybe a thief can steal that watch from you because of one watch. You need to have 10 bodyguards to follow you around. Because the more you make yourself, people, when you are up to a certain level, nothing means anything to you. It's just like now, if you're a billionaire, you with a short, or you dress very simple, it doesn't take anything out from you. But people who don't wants people to see them. Why do you want somebody to see you when you're already a celebrity? What do you need to get in life, man? Oh, come on, man. We got to think. There's a level you reach, you don't even want people. After you complain, some people will complain, oh, these people are following me around. Hey, please. But you are making yourself that way. You thought people won't follow you. Common sense. It's not I'm telling you, there's a level you reach, you take life easy. You don't pop up. You don't want people to even know you. You even want to hide yourself, You don't want to show up. You don't want the people to see that your teeth is gold. Okay, put one gold here. I would like that. At least I have a gap in my teeth. I'm supposed to put. Actually, I have the gold. I'll put it there. I'll tell you for the reason I have a gap in my teeth. But I want you to understand. When you reach a certain level, take the life easy. Don't worry too much. Because of people make problem for themselves. You can make problem for yourself. Sometimes they say, she was an influencer, a social media influencer, and she died. Somebody killed her. Listen, when you know you're an influencer, you take things easy. You play the life. Sometimes you can. There's this man called Dangote. Dangote is the richest man in Africa. But that guy, if Dangote walks on the street, you won't know he's Dangote. You won't know. He can just walk on the street very easy. You won't know he's the one. That he's a man that has maybe 30-something billion dollars, but he's so simple. He can come in, he can get into come into the United States. You won't even know that he's the richest man in Africa. Very simple. His dressing is so simple. His shoes is so simple. You can't even see him with too much. He doesn't even make noise. He doesn't even brag and say that I'm a billionaire. He doesn't even talk. People want him to talk. He doesn't talk too much. Look, man, you need to understand. You are in a preparatory stage. When you reach that stage, it will come. Your destiny is for you to make it in this life. That was how you were being meant to be. But you got to prepare yourself and be ready for it, because it will come. But if you're not prepared, it won't come. I was somewhere when I was just buying, I think I was buying coffee in Philadelphia, a place called Wawa. I saw somebody came in there and bought a pack of cigarettes. I was asking the guy in there, I was asking the guy, how much is this pack of cigarette? He said, do you want to buy it? I said, no, I don't smoke cigarette. I said, how much is the pack? He says, oh, which one do you want to know? She started telling, this one is $13, this is $10, this is this dollars, this is this dollars. I said, okay. Do you know how much can somebody smoke that thing within 1 week? He said, yes, some people even smoke it faster than 1 week. Oh, $13 for 1 week, or maybe 2 packs in 1 week, because there are some people that smoke it like that. I said, okay, if you spend just $10 times it, $10 in a week or $13 in a week, let's just put it like that. Times it by 1 week. That means you spent how much? Maybe $40 or $50 or something like that. Times it by 12. The guy was calculating, he used calculator, started calculating. When I was asking him, times it by 12. I said, okay, times it by 10 years or 15 years, because the government of the United States government always project, when they take loan, they project 10 years or 20 years. Okay, times it. He began to times, he said, wow, this is big money. I said, this is just one thing. What of the other ones? When you calculate everything these guys have spent in a month, calculated in 10 years, they're already a millionaire. But everything goes back to the system. After the whole years, every year they don't have anything remaining. So which means an average guy in the United States, even a beggar, because beggars make money. Beggars that beg money from the street also make money, and they're smoking cigarettes. Because I've seen them also, they beg the money and they smoke cigarettes. They buy cigarette and smoke. With that money, they beg. I've seen it with my own eyes. So even those beggars are millionaires. But everything goes back into the system. Because definitely when you smoke cigarette, there's possibility that you'll be sick of you will have lungs problem. Because when you start smoking cigarette and you don't want to stop it, one day when you go to the doctor, or because you cough a lot, you see, doctor will say you already have a lungs problem, and that lungs problem, you're going to spend money for it. So calculate those money you're going to spend with what you smoking and what you spend other time, maybe going to the bar, because even in the bar you smoke, you buy drinks, and if you calculate all those things, you are already a millionaire. Sit down and calculate it. There's a book called Automatic Millionaire. That book teaches you how you can manage your resources. Those little resources are so important. That's why, like the last time I was talking about how you can manage your credit cards, because there are some little things that are taken out of your credit card. That thing can sustain you. That little finances inside which you don't know. You can always check it out and ask them, what is this? If somebody tells you you're giving you a credit card and it's giving you 29% of something, you ask, what is 29%? Then you know how to spend it, because sometimes 29% can be 50% of your money. Maybe if you pay $200, they now take 100 and put 100. Now it turns and becomes 50% or 100%. I don't know how you may put it, but they may put it there 29%. That's why when you see in the credit card, when they give you the other side, they will write it very bold, but the other side they will write it very, very light so that you can't read it. You see, like even though you push your eyes, you need to go look for you need to go and look for something that will make you see it bold, because that little things you can't read. That thing is where they're catching you. They don't want you to know that place. Let me explain it again. When they send you a paper, when the credit card company or any of this company that's lending you, they will send you, when you read that paper, they will make the ones that are very bold, that you can read. But there are another place that is so tiny right up. That is the secret. That is what they don't want you to know. That because you got to open your eyes very well, or you got to go look for, how do they call that? Is it stethoscope? I don't know how they put it. How they call it? Is it a microscope? I don't know. There's something this old men use in reading. You got to go take those things and begin to look so that you see the right things. Or if you don't look, you won't know, because people are not even interested in reading it. You're just interested in the bills. So when it comes, they just tell you pay this. You don't know what you are paying. Do you understand? So you got to be calm. This is the age. This is the period of fast food, quick way of things. So people do not even have time to read anymore. People do not have time. And the world knows, the system knows that they are not interested in reading anything. They are interested in watching movies. The movies in which someone will take gun and shoot 10 people, or the movie someone will fly on the air, and all those things. They won't tell you it is fake. They will just make it as if it is real. It's only in wrestling that they will tell you, don't try this at home. Don't ever try this. Other things they won't tell you, don't try this at home. You see somebody jump, fly, you think it's real. You don't know that when you go where they're making that training, they're tying the person rope to take the person around. Nobody tells you that. Because they know we are in the world of today where people do not read again. They'll just tell you. Invest something, or put this money here, you will have this. They don't tell you what. Is it free? What will be their own gain? When you ask them, what are you going to get out of this thing you are giving me? They won't be able to tell you. Because they know that they are not interested. So they will just get it out. So when you remain calm, when you get into things, or you are in a situation, you remain calm. When you remain calm, you'll find a solution. A lot of mistakes I've made is because I'm so quick. But sometimes I purposely become quick to learn something from it. So when I learn something, I say, okay, if I was calm, I would have gotten this thing right. So now I learned something from it. I begin to teach people that the solution to everything is when you remain calm. And when you remain calm, the solution will come. Because people have passed through experience of it. I've passed through a lot of experience in this life. But I still want you to understand, no matter what kind of experience you pass through, there's a way out. When you remain calm. You understand what I'm telling you? If somebody is bullying you, you don't just say, no, take it easy. That same person that bullies you, when you remain calm, will come and apologize. Will come and say, I'm sorry. Will come and bow down to you because you are the bigger one. When you do the right thing, maybe you are in your workplace, you remain calm, do the right thing. You don't fight. You do the right thing. Whatever your hand findeth to do it well with all your might, with all your strength. One day you become an honor. You become an honor, I'm telling you. This billionaire guy, and I studied something about some time ago. I don't know why I don't even think of taking that name. This guy was working in a laundromat. He said that in the laundromat, he was paid about $1 something, or $1, yeah. But he worked so well with all his might, with all his strength, that he put all his effort. One day he was given a raise of $1.20-something. He was so excited about it, and he works the hell out of himself. But one thing that is so happy that today he's a billionaire. But where he started, it wasn't that easy. As a laundromat, he worked well. He gave his best. He didn't mess. It's because some people play with other people's business, and you think tomorrow you have yours. People won't play on your business. Whatever you sow, that's what you're going to reap. Do whatever you do to somebody, if you do wrong things on somebody's business or on somebody's life, it will come back to you. There's no two ways about it. That is the universal law that cannot be broken. If you are one that is able, your life is to reject people or talk down on people. A time will come, it will happen to you. I've seen it happen to people. So that is why you begin to live a life of goodness to people, goodness to your workplace, goodness to everything you do. Do you understand? Think good about people, because every nonsense you do, the nonsense will come back to you. If you are backsliding people, if you are always talking evil about people, if you are always bringing people down, it will come back to you. It will come back, because the seed that you are sowing. If you control your temperament, when somebody hurts you or somebody's in your nerves, I'm telling you, you will reap the good. You will reap something good out of it. This is the universal law that cannot be broken. It's an ancient landmark. Do you understand, my friend? I'm spending time to bring in the psychology of life. This is called the psychology of life. When you do good, when you think good about people, when you talk good about people, people will talk good about you. It will return back to you. But when you live a life of wickedness, because there are people who establish this kind of attitude, and they don't know it's a seed that has been planted in a soil, in a spiritual soil. There's a soil you are planting, and that thing comes back to you. Sometimes what you do, the nonsense you do, affect even your children, affect your children, keep on affecting generations to generations. Those children will not even know what happened to their life. You don't know that it's because of you. You plant a seed that it affects you and affects your children, affects your children, affects everybody in your family, and sometimes they begin to act even like you. They don't know how it happened. Why is this plague following me all through my life? You don't know that because somebody planted it. But when you begin this time and learn this kind of attitude and plant good seed of helping, seed of kindness, seed of being calm, the thing will now run into your families and into your generations upon generations. Do you understand? Do you get it? It is true. What I'm telling you today is true. The seed you sow, that same seed shall you reap. That is why sometimes when some people sow some stupid seed, I said, God, don't allow that seed to affect their family or their children or children. Let it affect them alone. But it doesn't happen like that. It affects generations upon generations. So the one that went forward is the wicked one. But the seed of that wickedness begin to germinate, because whatever you sow, it begins to have a root. The problem of the children of today, they don't even know anything about agriculture until they go to school and say, we got to, even if you want to take a class in agriculture, that's when some people don't even know how they plant this seed. They just go to the supermarket and buy food. Their parents buy food for them, or they buy food. But those days, you got to go into the farm, also work in the farm and know how they plant the seed and how the seed grows. That is how it happens in our lives. Every nonsense we do to somebody, especially human being, the way you treat human being is a seed you are sowing on a ground in which when they start growing, the fruit will begin to grow and begin to expand. And when it begins to expand, so that thing you sowed becomes what you reap. And not just reaping alone, your children reap it also. Because of your stupidity, because of our stupidity, the children now reap. And the inborn, the children now, they're so innocent, they don't know, they also reap of it. Because of what you did. Because it is a universal law. And it takes another strain and stress for that child to break it. That's why you see some of the children today, they're in the jail today, they're in the prison. Some of the children today, you see them in the street. Some of the children today, not because they're supposed to be in the street, because of what they reap from what their parents did. Some parents will be in the prison, and their children is in prison. So maybe the father committed murder, the son also committed murder, or you see different things begin to happen. After that, the children also follows. You ask, why is it flowing in the family? Or death begin to happen. This one died, this one died, this one died. You don't know what the parents have done. The seed they sow, begin to sow good seed on this earth. It will reflect what you do and what will happen to your children. It's not a cause. Sometimes we did it. So when you go for parents who begin to study, you look at the children which always loves to read books. Maybe if you look at their parents, they love reading books. The parents sow that seed. When you tell them to begin to read books, because they see the seed from their parents. They run through the family. See the seed, see the family that are criminals. The parents were criminals. You see their children follow that thing to criminals. Or you see a child that comes up to that, see the mother smoking weed. The mother, even before he give birth to the child, is weed. The child will come up and begin at the age of 6 or 10, he will be smoking weed. This thing is not something that is hidden. The woman, the parents have already destroyed the child right from the beginning. It takes another power to stop that child from. It's just not like a child smoking cigarette at the age of 6 or 10 years, because the mom, the parents, all of them are smoking cigarette. They didn't even know, because they can't even advise the child, don't do it, because definitely they say, why do you tell me not to do it, but you are doing it? The child will tell you, you are doing it, daddy. You are just smoking this thing. I tell me, don't smoke. It's not good. If it's not good, why are you smoking it? If you are doing this kind of bad thing, you are doing this thing, why are you doing it? If it's not good, already the things will just flow. You tell a child, why are you coming in the prison? I'm in the jail. Why are you coming here? Why are you here? But the child will ask, why are you here? I'm following you. You are my dad. I'm following you. Your footsteps. Yeah. Why do you go out and stay late at night? They might say, but mommy, you are also going to go out and stay late at night. What are you teaching me? What are you telling me? I'm grown up. Because you see, it's the world of today. The world of today, a child is so bold to say, I'm grown. Don't tell me that again, mommy. If the mother talks too much, you slap the child. Don't you see? Maybe the mother was always slapping the mother also. Now it runs in the generation. The child now will control the mom and be slapping the mom or slap the dad. You see, even look at in TikTok today. You see, they call it prank. Somebody would so disrespectful, a child will go and hit on his father's head. They call it prank. You are pranking what? You hit your father's head in the whole public to show the world that is who you are. You disrespect your father. No, this is prank. Prank what? You don't prank your dad. When you also have children, your children will prank you. Because you are sowing a seed that is not respectful. You prank your dad. You slap him in the public with 100 people. You say you prank your dad. Your child will also slap you. Maybe the one that will slap you, they will slap you and beat you very well in the public. For example, 1 million people are watching in TikTok and you slap your dad and you say it's prank. You prank. I'm telling you, you can't run away from it. Your children, even your children will slap you, will beat you up. When your time comes, your own will be the worst. How can you control that kind of a child? It has never happened before. Those days, it never happens. Who am I to go and stand in the front of my dad and say, I'm pranking my dad? Then I slap my dad, or I knock him on his head, or I kick my dad, or I did. No. It has never happened. That's not a joke. You don't play that nonsense. Because if I do that, I'm sure my child will do that to me. My child can never do that to me in this world. I don't prank nobody. I don't prank nothing. Now, that's not a joke in the public. That's not a joke of disrespecting my parents in the public. Even though I'm a bad child, I don't need to do it to show the whole world. I need to show the whole world that I respect my parents. He said, honor your father and your mother if you want to live long on this earth. Because when you begin to do all those nonsense, it's a seed you've planted. You may not live long because your dad already doesn't have right on you. That even shows the entire world how you disrespect your parents. And you want to live long on this earth is a lie. When your child does it to you, when you get old or when you reach a certain age, you start complaining. You complain, you forget what you did to your own dad. You forget that you sowed a seed of wickedness, a seed of stupidity. So what am I telling you? These are the little aspect of success in life. These little things will take you to the top. Do you understand what I'm telling you? These little things, when you sow a seed of respect to your parents, sow a seed of respect to people, you should sow a seed of value to people. I'm telling you, people will value you. Your children will come, they will respect you. They are watching you. If you are now, do you have kids and you don't respect your parents? You play with them. You do nonsense in front of your parents. Your children are looking at you. You think they're not looking at you? A day will come, they will do the same thing to you. When you touch them, they say, I see you did it to daddy, to grandpa and grandma. That's what I'm telling you. You stay in a place and get naked in front of your mom, and your children are watching. You think they're not watching? You get naked and be dancing in front of your mom, and your mom will just say, I can't control you. The day they come and dance and they get naked, you get mad because you have no saying. This is seed you plant. So whatever we plant, that is the thing that will take us to the top. Everything we do is preparatory to the top. So some people will not reach that top. They will not reach it because they've already destroyed. They destroy all the levels. So you begin now to invent that level that will take you to the top. All those things that you know that will destroy it, just put it away. You can always go back to your child when you did nonsense. You tell your child, "I'm sorry, that thing I did wasn't good. I won't do it again." So that your child will now learn something. Say, "Okay, mommy came and apologize," which means if I do that same thing on her, she won't like it. So the best thing is for me not to do it. But if you can't go down and apologize to your child and say, "Look, you see that thing I did? I went back, I saw it wasn't good. I won't allow my child to do that. So I'm very, very sorry. I will not do that again. It's disrespecting to you." She will learn. It's time for you to use wisdom. I said, my daughter, I used to see, I smoke cigarette, but I'm telling you the truth. This cigarette is bad. This thing, I've seen it destroy people's lungs. I'm not smoking again. I don't want to have that problem. And I won't advise you to smoke. Just don't do it. It can kill you early. Because of that, because I want my child to live well, I gotta stop it so that I live a good life. I'm sorry, my daughter, for all those nonsense I've been doing. It's not good. Cigarette is not good. No, it's not good. The people who sell it, they don't like me to live long. Their child will say, "Okay, my mommy doesn't stop smoking because it will kill her real quick. Then I also need to stop." You can correct issues with wisdom so quick. Daughter, you see, I did this thing, it was wrong. Son, I did this thing, it was wrong. I know it was wrong. You can show an example of people who have been destroyed on that aspect. You see, you can take them out, they see it. That weed I used to smoke, no, it's not good. It's not good. It can destroy my brain. You see everything? No, I don't want it. No, I even won't like my child to do it. I'm sorry. I will never do that again. I will never try. I've really done evil in your sight. It's very bad. You play the game. Then you begin, "Oh, you see, I pranked my dad. You remember? My daddy, your granddad, I pranked him. It's bad. It's not good. I'm going to apologize. Come around. Let's go. I'm going to apologize to my dad and them. It's not good. Because if you do that to me, I won't like it. So because of that, let's come together. I pranked my dad. I did this to him. It's not respectful." Then you go to your dad. You say, "Daddy, I'm sorry. In the front of our children, I'm sorry for what I did. It's disrespectful. I won't do it again." because I won't like my child to do that to me. You build another foundation from the ground to the top. Another foundation. You start it as a habit. As you build it, it's not just for yourself, for your children, and for your children, and for those that will come in different generations. Because the generation of today don't even know what was happening those days. Those days, there was something we call respect, but now no respect again. Because they call it Gen Z or Gen Z, Gen that. Because the people of Gen this didn't understand what was happening over that time. They just understand the Gen Z, where they can do anything they like. They can, they are the same, they rub the same shoulder with their parents. We are together, we are like sisters. What is sisters? You don't rub shoulder with your parents. You respect your parents. And their parents respect their kids. Because don't just begin to plant seed that will destroy you and destroy them. Please, try your best and plant good seed. Even though they don't want to listen, just plant the seed. So they will learn from it. Do you understand? You don't just come, you want to prove that your child is your friend, best friend, and you begin to act the same way. Your child will be naked, you also be naked. Your child will shake the booty, you shake the booty. Your child will do that. Everybody is the same. We are all the same. We are the same mates. We are the same this. Then one day your child will slap your head. You got mad. Slap your head because of the seed you've planted. Your child will come with the boyfriend. You also come with your boyfriend. The same house. You have the same different rooms or the same rooms. You think it's good. Oh, one day you will see it's not good, my friend. You are planting a wrong seed. When a farmer plants a wrong seed, you know what it means. He's going to reap wrong fruits. You plant a wrong seed that will lead to generations upon generations. Do you understand? That's why you need to plant a seed of calmness. Begin to become calm. It will happen. The universe will work for you. The universe. I believe that the universe was meant to work for man, was meant to work for us. The host of the universe. That's why you need to listen much about the law of attraction. The law of attraction. There are things that are happening. You got to learn. The creator never gets old. He's still very young. He's not one kind of old man with all big beards. No. There's a level nobody gets old. Everybody is youngie. When I say youngie, I'm saying you still look very young. That is the level you want to be. Very young. Just give me a minute. So you have the right to take responsibility of your life. You have the right to take responsibility about your life and how you want to live it. How you want to live it at a useful age, how you want to live it at the old age, how you want to live it. It is you that will take advantage of it by starting to plant. Our parents of those days, even when you are 80 years old and dad is still alive, you respect them. I'm telling you, they still have control on you. You don't come to their face and say, "Oh, this is my girlfriend." You kiss it in front of your dad. It's a lie. Even to kiss your wife in front of your dad. I'm telling you, don't do it. Those days. That is why they say, "Oh, those people were ancient." I'm telling you the truth. The seed you plant is the seed that will follow you. You see, that is why those people of those days live longer on earth. They live longer on earth because they are so wise. They don't do things anyhow. But why don't you ask that question? Why is it that the children of this year, they don't live longer? 26 years is gone. 20 years is gone. This is year, but those people live longer. 100 and something years without issues. Because of the understanding of the universal law. They understand that material things is important, but it's not the entirety of their life. So they know how to operate. Even somebody can be very rich, but it's very simple. Live an easy life. Can still walk around. You don't even make noise. He's not proud, but he's very, very rich. Sometimes he will leave things for his children and even for his children. When they go and discover, they say, wow, I didn't know my mom had all these things. I didn't know my dad had all these things and kept it for me. Because they didn't make noise. They were so quiet. And they get these things and have their children in their mind. They always have their children say, look, I'm keeping these things. I'm making these things for my children. Some of them, you see them have cars, properties, real estate, everything, and they kept it for their children. And they didn't even say a word. They didn't even start bragging. They didn't even start making people to know that they are rich. They have, like the world of today, somebody will come, I'm a millionaire, I have my private jet, I have this. Those guys don't say it. Those people of those age, they don't say it. They have those private jets, they don't even say it. They even have money of private jet, they don't buy it. Do you understand? Let's just learn the lifestyle of people like Warren Buffett, who were people of those age. Let's learn the life of Bill Gates. You don't need to learn the life of these guys. These guys that are so, they don't even have much. They are making so much. Some of them even have it from getting into secret society and all those things. Some people, because I don't see somebody who said he's already rich or celebrated and he's joining a secret society. What are you joining for life? Then if you are joining secret society to have life, one day you die. There's no two ways about it. Then that means the only way you can join a secret society now is to make money, fame, and all those things. But what if I'm now a famous person? I'm an influencer. Why do I need to join? Something should make me join. If I'm so contented in my life, I say I don't give a damn. Whatever I have is okay. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Whatever the life is, let it be. I don't want to join anything because I don't care. Because one day I will die. If that is it. And I don't believe in dying. I believe that we are transitioning. I believe that we sleep. We don't die. Because if it was a bad thing to die, I don't think the Creator would want it to happen. It's a good thing because when you sleep, you are free from all the pains of this earth. Because you don't know if you just live forever and you are in a country where you have one president, somebody who just, okay, let's say like you are now in Russia, where Putin is the president for all these years and for life, because you are not going to die, then Putin will be ruling you all through your life. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. Just remember, I'm not after that aspect. I'm not in politics. I'm just using that as an example. Maybe you stay in a place where somebody is the leader with the family all through. The person doesn't die. You don't look young like that and stay, and you are suffering, and you don't have any way. You are just locked up. You are choked in. You don't have any option. How would the life be? But when you sleep one day, you know you are free from the life. You are free. That is how the Creator puts it. That's why it is there. That one day I will stay on this earth. One day we'll go to somewhere else. So if your brain, if your mindset is on that aspect, you know that everything you have on this earth is not your own. It's to give out to people. It's to be able to help people. Even yourself is not owned by you. Yourself is to become great so that you're able to bring people up. You look for opportunities to help people, to help those who are not able to do what you can do. There are people today they are sick people today. They don't have hands. People today, they need help. So maybe that is what we are meant to do. There are people today who don't have voice. That is, if it comes in your mindset in that aspect, that even though the little you have is to share to others, then you live a peaceful life. You don't just acquire everything to yourself. Become so greedy, become so covetous. Everything you have it all just for yourself. And one day when you die, nobody takes, you don't go with anything. And that time you forgot that you will die. Or forget that one day you will sleep. But let it always be in your mindset that we are born to die. We are born to sleep one day. So that when you live that aspect, you don't live a life of rejecting people. You don't live a life of disrespecting people. You don't live a life of bringing people down. You live a life of making good use of your time to help people. Your main aim on earth is to help people who are not to your own standard. You help people to grow. There are people who wants to go to school and they don't have money. You help them to go to school. There are people who wants job to help themselves. You help them to be in the job or to go and get a job. There are people who don't have clothes to wear. You find a way to clothe them. There are people who don't have food to eat. You find a way to help them. That is it. The whole thing about this life, that is how it's supposed to be. Because all the cars, everything is vanity, man. All those watches, when you just sleep one day, people run and you're looking for that watch. People want your shoe. Do you know there's something I discovered in this life? When the day of your day ends on this earth, people want your shoe, even your shoe. They go there and put their leg to see whether it sizes them. And that's how much you get rich. Some people want you to sleep quick. Some people want you to die quick, so that they will get access to what you have. That's why if you're a man, you don't need to tell your wife that I have, you don't need to go and tell your wife that, oh, I have whole life insurance of $1 million or $2 million. I'm telling you, that person needs to really like you. Or else, I'm telling the world of today, that thing can make you go quick. If you're a woman and you tell your husband, oh, look, honey, I put whole life of $10 million. They said, if I go tomorrow or you go, I'm telling you, you are putting in a competition. You don't need to even say that. Do you understand? You don't need to say that. You just need to live a calm life and know that you are under training to become successful. You see, to become a millionaire, I'm telling you, is very, very easy. Because for you to know that you've already become a millionaire in your expenditures, that's why people got to teach you how to cut down that expenditures. If now you are able to waste 100,000 in a year, and you don't see anything at all, somebody got to teach you how you can cut it down to half. Maybe give 50 and have 50, or 60 and have 40, which is still something, or 70 and keep 30, then nothing. Somebody got to teach you. There are people who really knows how to teach people how to get this thing right. You see what I'm telling you? Because the universal law said that money has wings and it flies. Do you know the very day you start having money, credit card companies will start sending you a lot of things. How do they know that you have money? They know. The television you watch, the cable you watch will start enticing you because they know. It follows you everywhere. Then they know what you like. Why? It's the system. But there are somebody somewhere that will teach you how not to follow that thing that is following you. Because that thing follows you to lure you into poverty. It lures you into the level where you cannot keep anything. It's for everybody. It's just like I remember about this guy who just bought a house. I won't tell you his name. He's one of the great celebrities and also a very good business guy. What kind of player was he? Was he baseball or something like that? He was renting every month. He was renting, what I read about it, his rent was $250,000 every month. Calculated if 200 before he bought his house. If this guy is paying 250,000 every month in his house that he was renting, times it by 1 year, times it by 2 years, 250,000. Is that small money? What of it was if he was able to cut down that 250,000 and I don't care about how much he has. If he has cut down 250,000 and just paid, okay, let's say 50,000, and he saved 200,000 in a year, what will he have? But the whole 250,000, and the 250,000 never talks about his bodyguards. They never talk about other expenses. But the wise one, like people like Warren Buffett, will tell you how they spend their money. The same house he was living all those times there. Look at his car. Look at the car he drives. But he's a billionaire. He doesn't play with money. He doesn't play with wealth. He doesn't play wealth creation. And nobody wants to learn about these people. If the guy that has this money doesn't play with all these things, then you got to learn from those kind of people. Why? If I have just $100 million and this guy has billions of dollars and he still doesn't play with it, he still goes to McDonald's and buy food at times. Once in a while, I go to McDonald's. Even when he's out, when he's in those conference, he teaches children. You see all these young people, he will go there and be sitting in the same one of the chairs, holding chairs, and talk to those people. And that is his own way of addressing people. He goes there and teach them things, tell them something. And these are all these high school kids. I will be talking to them, humble himself. If you look at, I've sat down in his seminar, he's teaching. Look at the table, he's even sitting down and be talking. It's not something that's so beauty, so this. Everything is so simple, so easy. The shoe, I don't think his shoe costs $50,000. It doesn't cost it. Even the guy that has a gold medal in all this in soccer must have better shoe than them. Somebody like Bill Gates doesn't even want to spend money in shoes. He said that is wasting of time because I would like spend that kind of huge amount in shoe and the shoe will get spoiled. Look at their dressing, very simple dressing. They don't even dress like celebrities. You see them? You see them dress with coats of many colors. They're very simple. See the way they talk very simple. But they are billionaires. The number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 billionaires. You see them very simple. Look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk, I see me sometimes. You look at him. Sometimes he's so simple. You look at him. Look at those guys. Then where are you learning from? Who are you learning from? Where are you? You got to begin to learn from people who has gone before you and has really made it big time. Look at all the billionaires. See the way they are. Look at this guy on Facebook or Zuckerberg or how do you call him? Mark or just look at him. Look at Mark Cuban. Look at Mark Cuban. Very simple. Did you see when Mark Cuban will come and tell you I'm wearing a watch of $1 million? Do you see Mark Cuban? He can't. Very simple way of life. But these are billionaires and they know what money is. They know how to play the game when it comes to money. But the one that doesn't have, they're just coming up. I'm a billionaire. I'm in the midst of billionaires. How many times do you see those people come inside and say, I'm in the midst of the billionaires? They don't even make noise. But people go around and be looking and say, oh, these guys are billionaires. But they don't come and be making noise or talking about that billion. Somebody will just have something billionaire will start making noise. Friends, let me make you to understand something. Learn from those people. Because at the lower stage, when you learn from those people, then you are prepared. You are prepared to become a billionaire or a millionaire. Take their system. Look at their mindset. See the way they think. See the way they do things. See how they walk. You begin to learn from them. You know that, okay. Because some people don't have anything and they run into trouble because of how they operate. You got to remain calm. Look at these guys that are so calm. Did you see them? They think they don't have problems. They have issues. They have problems, but they're so calm, so gentle. They don't even want to talk too much about their issues. They only think and resolve issues. They think, build their team and resolve issues. You also can get ready and prepared for that kind of work. You don't just allow something to just boom and hit you. then you just open your mouth, boom, or you just fight back, boom. No, that is not the mindset of winners. The mindset of winners is to look, think, and the solution will come. Do you understand, guys? I hope somebody is writing down something. Because sooner or later, what I'm trying to do is this. Sooner or later, when I come into my broadcast, I spend few seconds, then I send you to my seminar. I'll give you a link. You go there, you come into my seminar, then we learn from it. Because I discover sometimes when you give free things, people don't value it. People don't value free things. They value something they pay. I saw a guy, I bought a program in TikTok. Let me say I bought 2 programs in TikTok. The first one was this guy talking about AI. Say AI is this, is that, is that. Man, when I went and saw the ebook, there's nothing substantial in the ebook he wrote about AI. And I paid money for that stuff. I said, wow. This guy didn't write anything. Even the way they format, he didn't even format it like a book. Format it. Do you know how many people that has bought that AI talk? The way he gives, his advert was so powerful. Man, I so respect him. His advert was so convincing. There's another guy again, I so respect him. I respect this guy. He's $1 million something, winners something million something university. This guy is so powerful in his advertisement. Oh my God, I don't know how I can learn from this guy. This guy, you see him with these cars, like, how do I call it? This, all this Ferrari, all these expensive cars, he's there. And you see, he's so muscular, you know. He's so, man, I so love this guy. This guy is so, man. This guy is, I don't know which girl would not like this guy. This guy is so powerful, man. The advert was so powerful. I think even Steve Harvey was there in that. Steve Harvey even recommend him. Man, you know what really attracted me with this guy? Look, I respect this guy so much. This is one of the best guys I've seen in TikTok. I respect him. Go and buy his program. But don't buy his program because of this language. He said something about the Bible. He said something that this is something that is out of the Bible. And listen, that is what attracted me. He said these 20 words is something that was omitted from the Bible. And this thing makes the Jews succeed. Man, his expression and everything was so powerful. If you can't buy that clip, but that is not the main thing. That place he puts, for me, I disagree with it. I disagree with it totally. But even though if you buy his lesson, you will gain more than what he said about that 20 words of affirmation, which I disagree. There is no word that is omitted in the Bible. I disagree with it. But that one is the thing, one of the things that wins the soul of everybody. But forget about it. Even when you buy it, what he gives in that place is so powerful, because when you go down there, he will begin to teach you how to, motivational life and everything, how to empower you. He has other recordings that will really empower you, not the 20 words affirmation, but that 20 words drove you to it. But I disagree with that 20 words, because you use it that it is something that was omitted from the Bible. That is the language. He said that is one thing that was not put in the Bible, and this, that. So that was the thing that attracted me to his program. But when I bought it and I saw it, I said, wow, he uses this thing. But even though he uses it, when you go down and listen to his tapes, to his recordings, it's very powerful. His recording is so rich that it can help you to excel in life. Because I was even shocked. I said, even, do you want to tell me even Steve Harvey approved this? That this is what? That is omitted from the Bible? That this guy used it? Even Steve Harvey approved it. I said, wow. Wow. So you discover that people use different ways to catch the attention of people, but forget about the ethics of life. Ethics of life is very important because you're sowing a seed that may in turn affect you because you are telling people something which, when people go in and the wise people go in, they will say, why did you use this kind of phrase? You understand? Maybe a Jewish person goes in and says, okay, let me go in and see, is it true of what this guy is saying? And then this guy is saying, this is what we are using, and it was out of the Bible. And he sees that that is not the word they're using. Then their reputation can be affected. Be careful of the seed you sow. Be very careful. But I'm telling you the truth. He's that guy, I think his name is Wesley. Wesley recording is so powerful. Anybody, if you want to go in and buy his program, buy it. But don't buy it in the aspect of that 20 words that is out from the Bible. No. The 20 words that was not into the Bible. Don't buy it on that language. Buy it on the aspect that maybe his recordings, like I tell you now, the recording, his messages in the recording. He has a lot of good records, tapes, a lot of things that will teach you, that will empower you, that will, go into meditation, tells you a lot of things, how you can control your person, your mindset, and all those things, your thoughts. It's very powerful. So I'm not disregarding him. I'm not in this aspect to say he did something bad. It's just to make you understand that go on that aspect, because when you go there and take his program on that aspect, you may be disappointed. You may be disappointed. But when you really go into the recordings, then you like it. Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Begin to sow seed that when it begins to grow, that seed will in return come with greater reward. Your seed you sow on this earth matters a lot. The seed you sow matters a lot, and it's there. That fruit keeps on growing, expanding. One day you will reap from it. If you sow bad seed, you will reap from that seed. If you sow good seed. And how do you work on this? Remain calm. In every situation, remain calm. The greatest teacher, the one that comes from the carpenter from Galilee, was in the boat, resting with his disciples. As he was resting with his disciples, his disciples were focusing on the storms that was fighting against their boat. The storms were so much that it looks as if the boat will capsize. But the master was still sleeping. He was sleeping. The master was sleeping, taking a good, I don't know whether he was snoring, but he was on earth. He can do anything. He was tired because he was a human at that time. He was sleeping. And he believes his disciples can take care of everything. When they saw the storms, they get scared. They want to call him. When they called him, he said, look at, what's wrong with these guys? I thought all this while you've been with me. Where is your faith? The man that was calm and get the solution and just command the wind to be stilled. So he was expecting his disciple to command the wind to be still. And immediately the wind of this life, the storms of this life heard him and did what? Was still. He said, be still, you storm of the life. Be still. And it happened. You also can speak to every storm in your life. Be still. And it will happen. And all these things happens when you remain calm. Remain calm. Even when the storm comes, you just look at the storm. You remain calm and the ideas will come on how to deal with it. Deal with this situation of this life. Don't be scared of anything. There's always a way out. You are under training. Training of greatness. Training, the energy is there when you are calm. You can beat the giant. There's a man called David. David wasn't a king. He wasn't a guy with muscles. This guy called David was just one small guy. And even he was not the firstborn of his family. He was just, but other people that look so powerful, he didn't even go for training as a soldier or as anything. He wasn't even enrolled in the army or in this of Israel. But it was recorded that this guy was ready to face a Goliath, who was a man of war, a man that was so powerful, a man that has fought wars upon wars. But David was a guy that was in the bush with animals. He was a street musician, a rapper. He used to rap in the street. He used to play music for people to dance. Not the gospel music. He wasn't playing any gospel music. He was playing real world type of music. That's why they know him. He wasn't saying he was playing this song. No. He was a street musician. And he was ready to face the Goliath. And even when the Goliath was talking all his nonsense, David remained calm and spoke his own word in few words. He didn't talk too much. And even as he didn't talk too much he wasn't dressed like he just dressed like a normal guy that he was always, the normal way he was always in the bush, taking care of animals. He didn't wear anything. He just looked at the guy. The guy was even messing him up. He said, look at you. You look like this. You look like a rat. You look like all those things. He said, I'm going to finish here. The guy was making all the big noise on earth. Like most of the people today who make noise. Noise makers everywhere. This guy wore all the army gadgets. He wore all the irons, all the chains. He used all his arrows and everything. He was trying to scare David. Yeah, because David was supposed to be scared, but he remained calm. Because he was a giant, David was one kind of small guy. But David knows, even though he's small, the thing in his subconscious mind makes him bigger than that giant. He was so calm. All the noise Goliath was saying, David didn't move. We just look at it. David just spoke a little word with his catapult. What he had was just catapult, and just shot. The thing went straight. The universal law took it straight into the forehead of Goliath. A man of war died. Then the guy who even wasn't a warrior defeated it because of what? He was calm. Do you see the power of being calm? Being calm can take you to a great level. Maybe it's talking like this and it may look as if it's not something important, but if you can sit down and understand what I'm saying, being calm, your husband can be a drunkard, alcoholic. He comes back home and think that, oh, you will act so crazy, but you remain calm and even wash him up. You even dress him up. You even talk. Even you think he'll be watching you. What will be your reaction? You don't react. The next time, he will come to you and bow and say, honey, I'm sorry. I've been doing all this nonsense to you. I know it's not good. And I see you don't even react. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, you become the bigger one. That is the power of being calm. You understand what I'm telling you? I've practiced this thing. I discovered that when you just sometimes, the way I operate my calmness is that I tell you the truth and I relax. I see a reaction. And the person will come to me and say, oh, I'm sorry, I always show remorse. I play the game. Because there's power in being calm, the power in humility. Being humble doesn't mean you shouldn't say out, you know, you just, no. Being calm means you are disciplined. You are able to tell the truth, tell the person what you don't like and what you like. Then you relax. Tell somebody, "Oh, what you did, I don't like it. This is what you did, and this." You allow the person to think about it. And you remain calm. You don't return it back. You don't take it as a big deal. But it just, you make the person understand, then you remain calm and see the result. That same person will come back and meet you. Or will try to use different means to appease with you. That is one of the great characteristics of a leader. A leader, a good leader, a powerful leader is somebody who understands the principle of calmness. In leadership, they'll teach you this. That is one of the characteristics. Leaders don't just react anyhow. Good leaders take time and watch. Even the Creator uses his eyes to scatter the enemies. So even the Creator doesn't react so quick. He just take time and watch. They say with his eyes, he scatter the enemies. With the eyes. That is called calmness. Calmness said you are the powerful one. Calmness says you are in control. Calmness says you are the bigger one in the house. Calmness says you are an expert in the field of human psychology. Calmness says you are always interested in the universal law. Calmness says you are different. Calmness says you are someone with another spirit. Calmness says you are wise. Because wisdom is the principal thing. In all thy getting, get wisdom. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Do you understand? Calmness is very powerful. You can change your family. You can bring peace into your family by being calm. You can rule the world by being calm. They said there's a family in Israel called the children of Issachar. The children of Issachar were people who understood the time. Because of they understood the time, they were able to lead their brethren in the right way. Because they understood the time, these guys were able to direct their brethren, the children of Issachar. These are people that knows the time, because when you understand the time, you are calm. Do you understand? You are calm. Because in everything there is a season. There's winter, there's summer, there's fall. Every time there's season. Because in that season, there's time for war and there's time for peace. There's time for different things. But when you're calm, you begin to understand the time and how to operate. And when you know that time, you begin to operate in that word of calmness, you are in control. You discover that there are reasons why people do what they do. But when you are calm, you know how to lead. You know how to lead. Learn this strategy of being calm. You will live long on this earth. Being calm, even when things are tough, it will set itself. Do you understand? Because you are meant on this earth to take ownership. Ownership. That's why you were created to be the God of this earth. You were created by the creator of the universe to be the God of this earth. You are seen as God of the earth. You are seen as God of this earth. That's why I said, take dominion over all things. The God of this earth, to control, to take charge, to be fruitful. But there's a set time, because you must pass through the preparation. There's a time for preparation. You got to pass through that preparation, pass the exam. It's just like you wanted to be a medical doctor. I like to take medical doctor as something, medical doctor, because they spend longer years in school, because they are going to deal with humans. Medical doctor is not something you just finish up 1 year. Some other things you can finish up 1 year or whatever, 1 year school, and you still become a millionaire. And these days, you don't even need to go to school to become a millionaire. You know that? You don't even need to go to school to become a millionaire. You don't need to even go to school to become a millionaire. But I like to use doctors as an example. For you to be a good medical doctor, or for you to be a medical doctor, you go to school, you spend time in school. You will learn, you spend years. You come out, you go for residency. After residency, they now give you the license or something like that. You pass exam. And you get the license. That is how it is to become a real millionaire. I'm not talking about the fake millionaires. There are fake millionaires. The real millionaires or the real billionaires, you got to pass through stages of life, my friend. You got to pass through a lot of failures. Do you know how much people have failed? Go and ask this Mark Zuckerberg or something like that. Go and ask him how much time he has failed. Go and ask other people. Ask them, they will tell you they failed a lot. They learned out of it. And even ask Elon Musk, how much has he failed? So when they get it, they don't play with it. They don't toy with it. You can't see Elon Musk comes in and said, I want to put $1 million diamond in my teeth. No. He will never do that. The way you see him. Do you think what's this guy, Bezos? I think the guy the one in Amazon. Do you think he will come and say, okay, today I'm tired of this moro hair, this kind of hair, I'm tired of it. Today I want to put golden hair that costs $5 million or $10 million. He will never do that. That man, he would never do that. $10 million braces on my head. But the people who don't have wants to do that. Do you understand? Begin to learn. Begin to prepare yourself for greatness. Preparing yourself is to learn from those people. Even as you're starting small, you begin to manage your resources well. With calmness. You manage your failures well. Take failure like what Napoleon Hill said in his book, Think and Grow Rich, which I always like to refer. He said, in every adversity, there's a seed of benefits. In every setback, there's a seed of benefit. In every failure, there's a seed of benefit. So let your failure be a springboard to your success. You learn from your failure. Maybe there's something you're supposed to do better. You learn from it. And all this happens with what? When you are calm. Like my best friend, the man I love so much is Thomas Edison. A man who failed about 10,000 times. Each of those times, he was so calm. And when he calms, he's always believing that he will never give up. The more he would remain calm, the ideas were coming in. He kept on proceeding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, till 10,000 times this guy failed. He never quit. He never gave up because of his attitude, because of his mindset. At the last minute, he got it. He got it right. And people are benefiting in Thomas Edison research. Today, all the schools on this earth talks about Thomas Edison. A man that didn't go to school. He just spent 3 months of schooling. He didn't go to school. He didn't go to college. Maybe he's a dropout in high school. I don't know what 3 months of schooling is. Is it kindergarten? Where is 3 months of school? It's not college. But he is able to lay down a legacy that can never be forgotten. That even every billionaire wants to learn about him. Everybody wants to learn about him. In Harvard University, in Yale University, in all the universities, they want to learn about Thomas Edison. Do you understand? So school doesn't matter. What matters is your preparation. What matters? How much failure do you want to have? How much failure can you take? How much storms of life can you take? How much pains of this life can you take and still stand strong? That is what we are talking about. That one makes you the mindset of a millionaire, a mindset of a billionaire. How much rejection can you stand? Can you take? How much rejection? How much blows can you take in this life? That makes you the mindset of a millionaire, the mindset of a billionaire. How much of that can you take to stand strong? How much falling down from that mountain can you take? That gives you the mindset of a millionaire. That one day you reach at the top. As you keep on climbing, no matter how painful it is in your legs, in your body, even when you fall, you dust yourself and still keep on climbing. Climbing the ladder of success is not easy. It's a journey. Sometimes you fall and you rise up again. Jesus climbed the ladder of success. He fell with a cross. Somebody came and helped him. As you're climbing that journey of success, even when you fall, the universal law will send somebody to help you. Everybody needs somebody. If Jesus can need somebody to carry his cross, there's somebody prepared somewhere to carry yours to help you. But first of all, the person wants to see how you try. He tried and carried his own cross. The cross of success. He tried. If he can try and he fell, and somebody from nowhere, unknown somebody, came, carried that cross for him, and he didn't complain. He was appreciative. Then there's somebody somewhere prepared to help you with that your cross. But first of all, you got to carry it and be climbing that mountain. Climbing that mountain may not be that easy. Climbing that ladder, you're sweating, you're crying, you're in pain, but he said, I can't give up. One day, when you fall 10 times or 10,000 times, then the person will surface. I say, hey, can I help you? Or let me help you. You've done enough. But you got to stand strong, my friend. Do you understand? Thank you for listening to me. My name is Emmanuel Odoyo, Dr. Emmanuel Odoyo, whatever you may call me. That's okay. I am here to be able to empower you, motivate you, give you some links on how we can walk the life together and make it a better place. It is possible for our world of today becoming a better place if we can just listen to messages like this. I'm not the only person. There's a lot of people who talks like me. The people who talk like me or even talk better than me, who even brings out wisdom better than me. People like Tracy Bryan. Bryan is a good person. I've listened to Bryan. He talks better than me. He's somebody I can always see as a mentor because he has a lot of wisdom. Tracy Bryan. You can check other people. You can read other books. There are good inspirational books, good books that can take you to the top, that motivates you. Like late Bob Proctor, he's dead, but I'm telling you, his teachings are still alive. He also relate much about the Think and Grow Rich book, even though Think and Grow Rich is dead, but he's still alive because his legacy is still on. His book is still making an effect. His book is his legacy. He can still touch lives. So you can read his book. Even it means you spend all your time reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I think it's one of the books, apart from the Bible, Think and Grow Rich is one of the most powerful books that can lead you to the top. Because almost all the books I see connects with Think and Grow Rich book. Most of the great guys that are talking, most of the things they talk and most of the things they write in their books, most of the time they pick some from Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So why can't you take those kind of this thing? And I think this guy has psychology, the psychology of selling. I think Brian Tracy has a book on that. You just read all this. These are good, inspired books. I always advise people before you read all those books, take your time. Even if it means you spend 5 years or 2 years or 3 years to study Think and Grow Rich book. It will teach you. Especially it's a place it talks about decision making. You just go study his book. Read it, because almost all the great men pass through that book. Great men, millionaires, billionaires, they read that book, Think and Grow Rich. It's so inspiring, it's so powerful. If you can connect that book, if you can read Think and Grow Rich and the Bible, I think you're okay. You're okay. You don't even need to go to any school. You don't need to even go to school and spend money in student loan and all those things, because student loan is another problem we have on this earth. Because the student loan, you can't even pay it off. So why would you send somebody to go to school and have student loan of 300,000, 400,000 and keep on being in debt? Because that is the system. The system makes it whereby you can pay it off. So when you begin to get resources where you can spend 1 month in somewhere and you still make the same money a graduate makes, what does it mean? It's only in the poor countries where people want you to go to school, you answer name doctor, answer name all those. But in a civilized world, in a Western world, nobody cares what you have. Nobody cares about your certificate. What people cares is that money. As long as you can pay your bills, as long as you can take up your care of family, as long as you can share with people. But in the developing worlds, in all those countries, they want to hear you, doctor this, lawyer this, they are barrister this. Well, that is what they want. That is what that entices them. But in this world, even in the civilized world, in the Western world, in civilized world, nobody cares what you have. You can even have all this. Nobody cares about you. What they know is that as long as you can put food on the table, as long as you can pay your electric bills, as long as you can pay your this, and that's it. As long as you can do your business. That is what people want. If you can feed the poor, do whatever you can do. Nobody cares about all the academic. So you can even go to school you can go to a place where they teach you something in 1 month. They say pay $6,000. You pay it and you learn the thing, got the skill, and you don't even need to work for anybody. You become a millionaire. Do you know that most of these young boys now that are going, they just learn something somewhere, 2 months, 3 months. They are still in high school, most of them. They're making money. So you understand what I'm saying? So just begin to understand the concept of life. You go down, read that book, Think and Grow Rich. You don't have to go to school where they will tell you the electives, study slavery history, study this history, study the history of Mongols, study this, they call it electives. You study those things, you don't use it. They keep on giving you different things to study and you pay money for it. Something that you would have been graduated within 6 months, they keep you for 4 years or for 10 years. And somebody learned that the same thing in 1 month. Somebody learned the same thing in 1 month. And he learned how the skill of how to repair this, and within 1 month he makes money, he becomes rich. Why do you spend your time? You always get the money first and go to school. Get the money first. Go to all these free programs. Get the money first. And then you can pay for your school instead of collecting that loans. Do you understand? Am I making sense to somebody here? Get the money first. One of these great men, the daughter he had admission into either New York something or one of these schools. They got admission and he wanted to go to the school. The dad said, "Look, you have become this model first and have your name in the broad street. Schools will look for you. Why do you want to get this thing first?" You know that the daughter won't listen. He called his friend. He said, "Look, talk to my daughter. She's beautiful and she's going on fashion. Let her become a model and get her name in the broad street. She will have enough money and she will become self-independent. So luckily she called the friend and said, this one, my daddy. The friend said, look, come on. What are you going to, you are going to school for what? To make money? Is it not so? Come on, man. Go and do this your model thing in Broad Street and let your name be everywhere. And now you have the opportunity. And she did it. And she got her money. Now she can even sponsor herself. Because when you become celebrity or whatever you want to become, schools will pay for you. You know that is the one is so crazy. Oh my God. Do you know the richer you go, when you are rich and now they want you to come to school, it's free. Do you know that? If now they said, oh, Kim Kardashian, we want you. Kim Kardashian, we want you at Harvard University. Come and become a teacher and teach fashion. And this is a, do you know, if they want to give her the degree, it's free. They say, oh, because it's celebrity. The other person, oh, Kanye West, oh, we give you, come on, they just give you the degree free. You don't even need to study too much. You don't even need to pay. But the poor man will pay. The poor who pay. Oh, this world, my guy. Oh God, it's not good to be poor. Do you know the poor guy will pay for school? Then the rich man will be given free. The rich one that's supposed to pay is free. But the one that doesn't have, you got to take that loan and pay back. The world is so crazy. Everything is upside down, backward, you know. The poor get suffered, the other guy, the poor pay higher tax, the rich one, you know. Everything is just bam, 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 bam. The world has so changed. I understand telling you. Everything is upside down. So that is why you just pray every day that you shouldn't be poor, that one day you should be lifted higher, you know. That is why you need to operate on this aspect of being calm, because the poor guy acts so quick, you know. But the rich guys take it easy. You see, like, sometimes I like somebody like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is a great man, though. I just pray that he will come up again, you know, and make his programs and everything. Mike Tyson was very rich, you know that? Mike Tyson was very rich. But when he was rich, he spent his money in animals, in so many things, millions of dollars, do things anyhow. You know, then that money gone, everything go. There's another guy again, he made money, he just play football, he made money real quick. I think they signed him about $113 million. The next thing he said, they caught him his dog fight. What are you going to do? What are you going with dog fight? Oh my God. What are you doing with dog fight? How wish when they sign him up with that $113 million, they'll just lock him in prison for 1 month. He would think. They just everything, the whole money. How much is dogfight? Oh my God. Oh, that is how they destroyed this guy. Dogfight. Just one small dogfight. That I don't know how much it is. He's no more with money. Money is gone. You just got to start all over again. There are a lot of people like that. There's this guy called MC Hammer. Also, MC Hammer is a good guy. I used to like his dance. This guy who dance, I heard also this guy, he messed up also. I just pray. Oh, give me 1 minute, please. Although I like Mayweather. Is it? I know that I'm not in the lifestyle of Mayweather. I like Mayweather. You know why I like Mayweather? I think Mayweather learns a lot of things too. He's a wise guy. Although he also somebody that lavish money, but he learns something. That's why I like him. He invests. He knows how to play the game. Mayweather, you know, he has promotion. I like him for that aspect. But when I saw that there was that he was making advertisement of his cars. He said, I have all these cars. But I look at the car, most of the cars are the same color. Yeah, I have this car. Which one will I take to my strip club? This. Oh, I saw him. I saw him about 50 strip girls. I think they call them strip girls, strippers. Yeah, 50 strippers. They were, or other 50, I don't know, they got him. They were dancing for him. He was just throwing money. I was just thinking, I said, this guy, I hope he doesn't just make the same mistake other people make. Because I don't love me. I don't want this guy to. What are you doing with all these strippers, man? Oh, Jesus, forgive me. Man, all these strippers dancing for you. What is the gain? What are you enjoying here? To see strippers. I don't know why I brought this in. You just make me laugh. The weather is so funny. Oh, God, forgive me for bringing this topic. He don't even want strippers. A lot of guys. Oh, God. Oh, my God. God, forgive me. Guys, forgive me for bringing this topic. It just made me laugh. And these guys were twerking. They were dancing. I was just looking at it. What is he enjoying from these girls now? I said, what is he enjoying from all these girls dancing for him? All these naked girls, they were just dancing. And he was so, you look at his face, he was so serious, as if he's gaining something out of it. And he was throwing the money, man. I said, oh God. In my mind, I was saying, I hope Mayweather wouldn't do the same mistake, this guy did, the same Mike Tyson did. Look, I hope. So I won't say it's because the next thing he would do, they'll say it's a white man problem. This is not any white man issue. It is your own issue. You need to, when I came and discovered that, no, he's a smart guy. He's investing. Because sometimes he will show you, this is the watch I wore. This is the place I'm going to spend money, buy this. He will bring out money. I said, I hope this guy is not making mistakes. Oh, this is my chain. I said, I hope. But when I begin to look at this guy, and this guy is so smart. He's so smart. He will host all this charity program. I still pray. I still believe that he should be smarter to stop wasting all those money and all those things and discover there are people that did the same thing and they failed in life. I hope he will have good people to counsel him and say, look, man, that money you are spending, money is not always like that. Money has wings. It can fly away. Because that is how the universal law said, that money has wings and is capable to fly away. So he should be very careful. Anything he's doing, he should do it in the things that he will have good returns. You see, this person you need to learn from when it comes to money business is Donald Trump. I'm not talking about Donald Trump in politics. Donald Trump is a businessman. Everything Donald Trump does, study him very well. He doesn't play with money. Even that thing you call club, Mar-a-Lago, you go there, you got to go with money. Everything he does. He is taking his flight, he knows how to get money out of it. So everything he does is money. He doesn't just waste it. I don't know about, when it comes to that side about, I don't know about Warren Buffett and others. I know that they are very careful that deal with that. I'm talking about people who plays with this thing. So if somebody like Mayweather is doing all those things, I hope he's doing it to get something out. You can't just do all those things and nothing comes in. You are losing. Even you are flying that your jet, you know how you make money out of it. I hope he's a smart man. You also need to be smart. I'm telling you something. I can introduce you to somebody. There's somebody I'm connecting with. I'm very connected with her now. Her name is Laura. Laura something. I've forgotten. I don't know how I can pronounce her last name. Laura. Laura knows how to teach you. She knows how to teach you how to keep your wealth, how to make wealth and how to keep wealth. He has a school. He has this strategic millionaire strategy something. He teaches people. I connect with her. She's very good. Anytime you see her in TikTok, just click and follow her. Even no matter how much you spend, even though you spend 20,000 and you make 100,000, you don't lose. If you spend 20,000 and make 1 million, you don't lose anything. So you can negotiate with her, and you know how you pay that money. She will teach you this thing. She will work with you. She will push you forward. She know how to help you. She has her own networks where she can introduce you. Laura. Next time I will really bring her name. Or when I stand up here, I'll take one of his book and let you see. Give me 1 minute. Let me bring her book. This is her book. I don't know whether you can see it, but it says it looked there upside down. I don't know whether you can see it. I don't know how you see it over that side. Her name is Laura Lajen. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but her first name is Laura. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. I don't know why my this thing is showing like this. I don't know. It doesn't because of I don't know. Can you see it there? Her name is Laura. Laura spelled Loral. Her last name is Langemeier. She has her book is called one of her books is called Make Your Kids Millionaires. You can always type it down. Make Your Kids Millionaires. If I know you very well, if you want me to register you for her program, and I don't know how I can do that link. Maybe if I get your name, I'll spend the money. I can register you to become one of the members so that you can always go in for our program every Tuesday. I can spend that money for some people. I can maybe out of $100, I can use my money and register maybe around 10 people or maybe 5 people because I can just give out what I have, register if I know, because I got to ask how I'm going to register somebody and they connect you because they will connect you through the email. If I register you, you become a member. That means every Tuesday you'll be live on Zoom meeting with her and the team. But only what you got to make them to know is that Dr. Emmanuel Odoyo connected to you. But I'm going to spend my money. I'm not doing it because she said I should do it. It's just because you are in my broadcast. Her name is Laura. She will teach you about how to become rich and stay there. That is what she does. That's what she does in a strategic millionaire program. She teach you how to become wealthy, how to register in LLC, how to operate in that type of company, or it will teach you all the different types of company registration. She has all the team. She has teams that deal with CRM or CM that talk about the funnel, the people that can advertise their product, but you got to spend money. To be in the school, you got to spend at least, to be in a strategic program, you got to at least spend up to at least 10,000 or you got to keep around 14,000 where maybe time you got to travel to either California and all those stuff. But the teaching, the strategic teaching are also pushing you forward to because he wants you to start making money immediately. She wants you to start with 100,000 from 100,000. Then you now think of making more money. She's good with this. But she's going to make you to understand why you need to have a corporation. Why you need to register as a corporation, the benefit of corporation, how she can also help you to register, tells you the state to register, where you deal with your taxes and all those things. She will teach you a lot of things where people do not want you to know. Laura, I don't know why this thing doesn't. Okay, maybe you can see it through this way like this. Yes, he said how to make your kids millionaires. Make Your Kids Millionaire. But she had other books that is very powerful. But if you can type this one in Google, How to Make Your Kids Millionaire, you see her name, you see other books she has written. Then what's going to happen? Then you can now connect. But if you want me to connect you with her, then you got to send me your information. I don't know how we get to do that. I don't really know how to get your information. Then I can register you. I think register you as a member where you can have the connection every week. I think what I'm paying, maybe you pay around $17 or $19 or something dollars every month or something like that. Then every week you get into the program on Zoom. Then you see how she relates you with different people around that can be of a help. She has her own network. With her network, she can also help you to succeed in your business. I think I'm just doing something good for somebody who is here today. I just like giving out resources, not because I'm being paid to do it. It's just because you are here in my program. I believe that we are here to help each other. When we see good things, we relate it to other people. You see what I'm telling you? So that is, I think she's in Nevada. I think she's in Nevada also. I think so. I think she should be in Nevada. Yeah. So, but there's always a conference where she will invite you to come in if you are part of her program. So, I wish you all well. If I have time again tomorrow, I'm going to come around, and I believe I'm still learning things about TikTok. I don't know much about the TikTok. They said somebody was saying TikTok you can have guests, you press something, you do like this, you do like that. I've not gotten time to really study it. I really want to know much about TikTok, how I can bring people in, because I want a kind of way I can bring people in. Then if somebody is not serious, I don't even know how to bring somebody in and then cut the person off if the person is not serious. So that one takes me another problem, because when you are in, you are in. So I got to learn it. If you do something, if I bring you in, you don't behave well, if you're not acting well, then I can take you off. But I got to learn all those things. But I'm so happy to have you around. And thank you so much. But if you need me to connect you with that program that you're going to be there every month, I can dedicate to pay in your first month. I can talk to them. Maybe I can talk to Laura and the team. Then I pay for you the first month. Then if you can't pay for the following months, then, because I know somebody outside United States, if you are in all other countries, you may not be able to pay that amount every month, spending that amount of dollars every month, maybe $20 or something like that every month. It may be hard for you. So I can dedicate one month for somebody or some people who really is ready to get into that kind of program where she'll be able to help you succeed. Laura, she's a very good person. I listen to her. She's good. She's very good. In her program, she's so motivating. She's so encouraging. She's filled with energy. She knows what she's doing. When somebody's an expert, you know that she knows what she's doing. When I'm there, I listen to her. I looked at her body posture, and how she talks. She's not a liar. She don't deceive people. There are people who deceive people. They play games with people. This one, she doesn't deceive you. So whatever you give, whatever money you spend, I'm pretty sure you get it back. So she's not a scam. There are people who are scammers. She doesn't scam people. She's a real person. I've gone into the program. I've seen her. Laura is a real person, and she talks real with confidence. I think she's the kind of person in which she wants you to have result. So she works with you to have the result. Those are the kind of people you need to meet. You're not the kind of people in which you see in the crowd, but you can't meet them. These are the people you can touch, you can meet. The numbers is not like crowd. It's somebody that you can relate with and talk to. Those are the kind of people. It's not like Tony Robbins. You can't talk to Tony Robbins. It's hard to see Tony Robbins. He's the kind of person which, he talks with crowd and all those things. Then before you can get time to come and sit down with Tony Robbins, I'm telling you, you must pass through a lot of things, man. There are people like that. But this one is somebody which she makes herself available. She knows how to make herself available for you to see her and talk to her. She did it like that. Not that she's a busy person, but she makes it that those people who are her followers, who are with her, she wants to make sure we are all accountable, and she'll be able to talk to you in one-on-one, this thing, to know your level of progress every month. So with her, you can make even 20,000, 10,000 or something thousand every month. If only you can sit down and learn what she's telling you. I'm telling you with confidence because I know her. I know what I'm telling you today. So just try it and see. Her name is Loral. I'm going to spell it for you again. Loral is spelled L-O-R-A-L. L-O-R-A-L. I don't know if somebody's hearing me. L-O-R-A-L. I would have written it up here, but I don't know how to write it. I don't know how to play those games here. L-O-R-A-L. Then the other one is L-A-N-G-E-M-E-I-E-R. But you can just type "make your kids millionaires." You see her in Google. Just say "make your kids millionaire." Makes your kids millionaire. When you type in Google "make your kids millionaire," her book will come up. Then you see her name. They will always relate you maybe to other this thing. Thank you so much for listening to me. Please share my broadcast. If I've done something good for you today, I've been able to spend my time with you, give you my time, my busy time. I give you my busy time, which is so precious to me. I have a lot of things to do. I give you busy time, then you should be able to appreciate that. Share my broadcast, and then follow me. You can also follow each other too, because you don't know who is in this place. Maybe somebody that will be a helper. Somebody in this place may be a helper. There's a way you can click on somebody here and make that person your friend. You don't know where your angel will come from. Somebody here can be an angel. Somebody here can be a helper. So that is how networking is, I believe. So please, everybody that is here, if you've not followed me, please follow me. So that when I come back here tomorrow, I don't know what's the time now, almost 11 or something, Eastern time. When I come back here tomorrow, then I'll see you again. Thank you. Be nice, be calm, be humble, and everything will be good for you. Please, whatever your hand finds to do, whatever, whether it's in your workplace, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your home, whether it's in your church, whether it's in your organization, whether it's in your state, whether it's in your country, wherever you are listening to me, whichever place you are, whatever your hand findeth to do it well with all your might, with all your strength, with everything you got. Do it well with good interest, with love. Do it well, and then success will follow you. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.